Stirring the coffee using fresh chopstick energy in the vortex method. The only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, Honduran coffee made cowboy coffee style. So perfect. You just get to the point in life where you've made so many cups of coffee, you expect perfection. I hate it when I make a cup of coffee and it really is horrible. Happens every now and then, where you just make a nasty pot of coffee or just wrong proportions or just something goes wrong and it just like ruins your morning. But you have to be outcome independent. Nothing can ruin your day, right? Welcome to 2021. It's going to be just another day at the salon. Are you selling anything? This is something I learned from Donald Trump over 30 years ago. Present your best offer. Be willing to walk away from the table. Some people say to me when they watch me make deals and do business, they say, "How did you do that?" I said, you need to be able to walk away from the table and mean it. No bluffing. Truly walk away. Literally, if you have to physically walk away. If you have to go silent and go dark, do it. And then you let them come after you. And then you might want to go lower. But everyone has to give and take. When you are in the master's position, you give a little something and you expect something in return. Everyone has to make a move. I move a little bit closer to the deal. You move a little bit closer to the deal. I move, you move. I move, you move. There is kind of a reciprocal element to all sales transactions. It's absolutely necessary that everybody plays a role in moving closer to the deal. If I don't see that, I'm out. That way you teach them that you mean business. It's not being a jerk. It's business. Keep the emotions out of it. You literally have to keep all your emotions out of it, 100%. Keep this in mind. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. That's what you have to do. That is called the art of the deal. One of my favorite phrases from Stuart Wilde, who is a complete gem. I don't know who introduced me to Stuart Wilde. There's some really far out stuff. I mean, he can be really out there. But there are some things where I just think he was a godsend. He says, ask yourself, is this suffering necessary or voluntary? Isn't that amazing? Isn't that just a great question? Is this suffering necessary or voluntary? I have said over the years, you can't control pain. You're going to have pain in your life, but you can control your suffering. Some people have said it, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. That's another way of saying it. Some of you are new. Look for my fountain pen documentaries that I made with my cell phone. Let me just tell you, I do everything with my cell phone. I don't have a camera. I don't upload anything to the PC and do editing. I am now approaching 5 years of this YouTube channel, and I've done everything with my cell phone. I reached a goal. I might need to step it up and actually get like a real camera and do real editing, but so far a tripod, a lapel mic, and my phone have worked well for me. But I made several cell phone documentaries that many people have really liked. One of them was on fountain pens. So that's why I asked this. Anyone else geek out on fountain pens? And then, of course, there's the rabbit hole of buying the different inks and old paper. I don't have the old paper with me here in the cozy nook. But I buy old journals or ledgers from thrift stores, Goodwill stores, Salvation Army stores. Even if they have 5 blank pages at the end of the ledger, I will spend $3 to buy that ledger to get those 5 blank pages. I buy old, and when I say old, I'm looking for things that are 100 years or more old. I buy old journals or ledgers just to get the blank pages, because the paper that was made 100 years ago is different than, this is copy paper. It's different. When you look at it under a microscope, you see all kinds of different colors and fibers. It's just fascinating. So this week, I'm going to write a letter to somebody with a 100-year-old Waterman pen, fountain pen, on 100-year-old paper. Oh, that pen has a number 5 14-karat gold nib. And I'm going to do it all while puffing on a 104-year-old Dunhill pipe. And I might even do it by lantern light. I'm not sure. I have 2 lanterns. If this one gives enough light, I will write the letter with lantern light. Why? Because I time travel. Does anyone else out there time travel? Do you have old things? Do you have any inanimate objects that are older? Hats, pipes, a jacket? Do you imagine the person or the people that utilized those items and how their life was? Don't even get me going on time traveling. Some of you who do it, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you love it and you protect your time traveling time. It's one of the reasons why I like old books. This past week, my brother, Tony Bruno, who you know, he is a licensed contractor. He says lumber nearly doubled in the past couple weeks. Imagine that. Lumber doubled. Now he has to pass that cost on to his customers. That kind of blows, doesn't it? Everything has gone up. Gas has gone up. Materials have gone up. We're not going to be energy independent. Now we have to kiss foreign ass for oil. Pursue excellence, and excellence will pursue you. Sometimes the excellence comes in the form of an opportunity, a job, or sometimes it comes in the shape of a woman. That's for the men out there. Sometimes that excellence comes in the shape of a woman. Why? Why is that? Because you were practicing excellence in your life. And excellence attracts excellence. Excellence automatically rules out incompetence and the unexcellent. The unexcellent literally eliminate themselves. So you only attract good things. Pursue excellence. Not women. Not money. Guess what? Money and women will come. That's a fact. As a matter of fact, if you pursue excellence and become an excellent person and have excellent habits, and you're a single man, you will attract a woman. You will. That is excellent. Simple as that. I mean, it's a very simple equation. But if you make a lot of money, there are women who are attracted just to money and not to you. You want to make sure that the woman is attracted to your excellence and not just your money. Many of you know I have a pretty big following here. It's respectable. It's not huge. It's 161,000 people. Something happened in my heart, and I announced that I'm open to marriage, and I started writing about it, and I have 11 blogs, which are actually going to be 11 chapters. I need to write about 10 or 11 more. One about 20 chapters in this book that I'm writing. After being divorced for 17 years, I said I am open to marriage. That day, I lost 5,000 followers on YouTube. Literally, 5,000 gone, because I said I'm open to marriage. Now, that was weird. That was very weird. And I had quite a few guys following me who were like, never get married, ever. Okay. A lot of times these guys don't like it when a man says he's getting married, because they assume that he's just jumping into the slaughterhouse like they did. Doesn't fit their paradigm. So here's the key. Be content in any situation that you find yourself in. For 17 years, I was never thirsty. Never thirsty. I just let it all go. Did my suffering, had my pain, volunteered in my suffering, and remained content. I had to. Because I had bills to pay, mouths to feed. So you need to be content in any situation that you find yourself in. If you're not happy, then you need to create the conditions where you will be happy. Create the conditions where you will be obedient to God and ready to partake, listen to this, in the blessings of obedience. Now, you don't obey in order to get blessings. You obey because it's good and right. But there are consequences to everything. And one of the consequences of obedience is some of those blessings. For me, the blessing was contentment. I was a happy guy. I am a happy guy. And I'm certainly not ready for the rocking chair. That ain't going to happen. And as a man who is 60 years old, I have more options now than I ever had in my lifetime. When I was younger, I would look at those options. And when I say options, I mean quality women. Some of the guys in the men's community say, there's no such thing as a quality woman. There's just a woman. Okay? I would disagree with that. I've had a lot of just a woman types. And believe me, there is a difference. But as a man who has many options, female options, when I was younger, that would have excited me. And my attitude would have been, so many women, so little time. Now, as a man who has pursued obedience, excellence, I want one woman, and I'm taking my time, and that's what I'm interested in, and I'm remaining abstinent until I get married. I'm not interested in joining the circus. I am not interested in swinging from the chandelier. I'm interested in one woman. One woman. And then let the circus begin. But I don't want to be the kind of guy like I was when I was younger that was test driving everything with no intention to buy. My life is so much better and I have so many more options. And the blessings, the consequences of obedience is that I'm really content. I'm really content. And I've slowed down and I'm waiting for a woman while I am pursuing life. My happiness and contentment does not hinge on having a woman in my life. I have nice relationships with people across the board, with human beings. And I've mastered that. And I love that part of my life. No more ups and downs. That's for the young men and the old men who don't learn their lessons. And with that, finish your coffee and I'll see you tomorrow on the Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason.
Stirring my coffee with a paintbrush. The only true way to optimize the flavor at the molecular level. Tastes like something Bob Ross would enjoy. Hey, all you George Bruno fans, thank y'all so much for coming over to my channel and all of the kind comments that you've left. I really appreciate you.